Hang on. What? Is Plants vs. Zombies and Subway Surfers in the same universe? Let me explain. In China, they've released a crossover between the two games, focusing primarily on the Plants vs. Zombies game formula, but on the Subway Surfers outfits and style. Now, could they actually be in the same universe? Well, I find it highly unlikely because there are no zombies in Subway Surfers. Oh my god! Zoe has been in the game since 2012 and is the only other zombie in the game besides Zombie Jake, who is only accessible for a limited amount of time. Zoe is one of the core crew members and can be accessed at any point in the game, so it's really strange the fact that they did not include her in this game, despite having the zombified characters being based on the Subway Surfer characters. Now, unfortunately, we can't confirm if the Zombie Jake in Plants vs. Zombies game is the same as the limited edition Zombie Jake in Subway Surfers. However, given the fact that we have access to both Zombie Jake and Plant Style Jake, I say that we can assume that these two are the same characters. Now, the question of could they technically live in the same universe is a tricky one. One could argue that it's impossible because they're owned by different companies, but things like that happen all the time. If that was the case, we wouldn't have gotten Batman Daredevil, King of New York by Eduardo Barreto in 2000. I hope I pronounced his name correctly. So, that aside, logically speaking, can they be in the same universe? I mean, technically? Yeah. I mean, in Plants vs. Zombies, we haven't been given a specific lore on how things came about, besides the zombies being manufactured by Dr. Edgar George Zomboss. His name really is Dr. Zomboss, what? Whose main goal is to take over the world. There's no confirmation of if he succeeds at any given point, so I'd assumed with the genetically modified plants that keeps the zombies contained within their respected areas. And judging by the fact that the Subway Surfers are also contained by their own train track paths, then technically there'll be no situation where the two interact. And also, in Subway Surfers, zombies exist. They are confirmed to exist. So, technically speaking, they can coexist within the same universe. But I don't like it. I mean, we already have to keep up with the fact that both Infinity and the Bunny Cult want to take over the world. I'm not looking forward to adding Dr. Girlboss to the roster. Speaking of, Frank was nowhere to be seen within this game. Just wanted to point that out because I've checked. Seriously though, all of the Frank content on my channel ends up doing numbers, so I have to check. Anyway, from the looks of it, I don't think this is going to be available in any other country, and I'm not sure how much this can tie into the lore we've been discussing, but it's pretty cool in general, and I'd love for it to be mentioned if there are any future crossovers between the two games. Speaking of which, with Rivals coming out, there's a whole new theory I can do with them, so let me know if that's something you want to see. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!